This episode of the Wayang Crew podcast is brought to you by Times Cineplex. Hey guys, I'm Kev.
Yo, this is Del.
I am TB.
And Zainal here.
And we are
The Wayang Crew. Oh yeah.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Wayang Crew podcast.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? The four of us are back. We're missing Nikkei today, and on today's episode, we'll be reviewing Black Panther.
For a moment there, you forgot.
It's late, guys. We're recording this late. We all watched Black Panther last night.
Yep.
This is, of course, the Wayang Crew, where we talk about all things movies, especially movies that are playing here in Brunei Darussalam. And up next is my first co-host. It's Del.
Yo.
What's up?
I just showered for the week.
Nice.
So I'm good for the holidays.
I want to know how true that is.
It has been raining.
So you don't need to shower because
It's cold.
raining.
That's not an excuse.
Okay, I shower every day just to put it out there.
All right. Up next, it's Timmy.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah. Hey. What's up? Yeah.
Again, it's late, guys.
Yeah.
It's late. We're recording this late on a
Wednesday night.
And of course, back after a long hiatus from the podcast, it's Zainal.
Yo!
What's up, dude?
Nothing, man. How are you?
I'm okay. Yeah.
Has anyone asked you that question on this podcast before?
Yes. The last time you were here, you tripped me up, so this time I'm prepared. So this week we're talking about Black Panther, which we all watched last night. This is, of course, one of the first Phase 3 movies.
I think it's Marvel's version of The Lion King.
No. This is one of the movies that are running up to the end of Phase 3.
Yeah.
For the MCU. So, I'm sorry, TB. What did you say?
It's Marvel's version of The Lion King.
Has a lot of Disney influence on
Yeah,
it.
we'll talk about that later on in the show.
Yep.
But first, let's get to the news. We have been off the air for a couple of weeks. I think we missed one episode.
Been a busy week.
Yep. So we're gonna skim past this and cut out a lot of the news that has already been talked about on all the different channels online. But did you guys see the Star Wars Solo movie trailer?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. And what did you guys think?
I am now officially excited again for Star Wars.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, you lost excitement?
I did. Every time like another news come out about Star Wars, I'm like, But then
The trailer comes out.
the trailer it looked bleak.
Yeah.
And it still looked good.
It looked a lot like the classic for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of has to be.
Yeah, because it's like even before the classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm more surprised because I think you shared the news. I'm not sure whether in this podcast or it was a casual conversation, but that the main actor was chosen because he really looks like Han Solo.
I think George
What?
Lucas said
And then
something.
this one came. I saw pictures and like, well, he doesn't look that like. Maybe in the movie he would. And then the trailer comes out and I'm like, no, he doesn't look anything like.
No, he does not.
So
No, he
very
doesn't.
interesting.
I don't think it was me, but the thing that I sort of took from that trailer was that his hair was all over the place. Like,
Yeah.
it's not the Harrison Ford Han Solo hair. It's just like, how many hours did it take to get that?
The waviness.
Yeah, and why his eyes all mata sepet, like, they all, he's all like
Squinty.
and I don't get
It's
it.
just early Han Solo.
His
Okay.
eyes have not grown up.
He's been spending time
hasn't-
away from the sun. So maybe in the next few years he spend more
Okay.
time.
He doesn't have to look like Han Solo.
He hasn't seen a lot of things yet.
No,
so-
I mean, no. Like, physically, he does not need to look like... Nobody can look like Han Solo.
True.
So
Well-
what he needs to do is capture the spirit of Han Solo. And in that one scene where Emilia Clarke is
Yep.
talking to him, and then he's like, wait, she said, I know exactly
I
what...
know exactly who you are or what you are. Yeah.
Yeah. And then he's like, what? And then he got all nervous. That's classic Han Solo.
Okay. So you're in this now.
I am now, yes.
Okay.
I am now.
And TB, this is your number one movie.
I
for
know, but
2018.
from the trailer, I still feel indifferent. It's
This is
still
your
my
number
number
one?
one. It's still my
Okay.
number one, but I don't feel any extra excited.
Oh, okay, it's because
Yeah.
you were already capped. At
Yeah.
100.
It's
Okay. and
cap.
and Zainal, how do you feel about the Solo movie?
I'll
trailer?
watch it, but I'm not excited about it.
Yeah, same. I'm with Zainal on this. I mean, I'd watch it because it's Star Wars and I want to know where this story goes, but I'm not excited. Okay, that's the takeaway from this.
I mean,
All right.
Lando could look very good.
Spoiler alert, he survives.
Yeah,
the
Danny
movie.
Glover didn't say anything in the trailer,
And yet,
and he's the best part of
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
I think they're saving him
saving him
for
for,
the surprise in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
movie.
But I like the Millennium Falcon scene in the trailer. The one
Okay.
he's like, I got this, and then they were like, no, you don't have.
Oh,
the Millennium Falcon. There was a shot where it was the inside of the Falcon and it was white. It was new.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
pristine.
Pristine, and I'm thinking, wait a minute. By the time we get to see the Falcon in the first Star Wars film,
It
which is
was-
Episode 4, that thing has just gone through
Filthy.
hell and back. Like it's one of those things where you have a car for 10, 15 years and
Yeah.
you've never
Never
ever watched it.
I think it's Chewie's fault.
He's fine where he's from. This is clean.
Yeah.
All right. Did you guys watch the Deadpool 2
Yes.
trailer?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was
It was funny. I
That was
liked
good.
it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We got introduced to the same
Cable.
characters, like Sonic Mega Teenage
Mega Sonic,
Mega
Teenage
Sonic
Warhead.
Teenage Warhead, and then Terry Crews is in this one.
I love Terry Crews.
Yeah.
He doesn't say anything; he's just standing there.
But you could guess that he's gonna be a funny
There's a lot.
character.
Yeah. There is a lot of guessing as to who he's playing,
Yeah.
as well as the rest of the crew.
Okay.
But I don't know. I can't tell. There seems to be a Shatterstar somewhere in the
Okay.
group as well. Shatterstar has a star on his eye, like darkened, but then that's why they think that it's Shatterstar.
Okay.
Because you can't see one side of his eye.
What did you think of Josh Brolin as Cable?
I think he can pull it off.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think he has to play this character like a deadpan kind of humor person. Like,
Yeah.
I think last time we had the news about Duke Nukem, right?
Yeah.
He looks a lot like Duke Nukem.
Josh Brolin?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So not
Not John Cena.
Not John Cena. So you would be on board
Yeah, if Josh.
for a Duke Nukem movie
Yeah,
if
yeah.
Josh Brolin
Yes.
played Duke Nukem.
Yes.
He's also playing the.
Thanos.
Thanos.
Yeah, the villain for the upcoming Avengers
He's
Infinity
playing
War.
two villains in two.
In the
MCU.
MCU,
He's
and
not a villain.
and the 20th Century
Cable's
Fox.
not a villain.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Cable's not a
No, no,
villain.
no.
Yeah, he's a good guy. But they can
Two
always
characters.
swap out Thanos. He's just like a purple dude.
Yeah.
They just put like another actor in.
I thought he was gonna be.
I mean,
don't
TV,
have-
TV would work
I
as,
could-
as,
yeah.
as Thanos.
I just need my 6-pack abs and,
what Thanos?
yeah.
In that case, like I
Paint
could
me
be,
blue.
I could be Deadpool.
You could.
Switching to, remember last time Vin Diesel was supposed to play Black Bolt.
Yeah.
And that's also in the MCU, where he's already voicing Groot.
Okay.
But then he's only voicing Groot, so he can still play another character with his face.
You think they'd be open to that?
Not anymore. I don't know.
No?
I don't know if it is. They're still because Black Bolt already came. They took out the Inhumans to put it into the TV series.
Yep, that's true.
Which crashed and burned
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Because
it
it
was
was so bad.
So bad.
so bad.
All right.
And I don't think they're bringing it back to the movie.
The Mission Impossible trailer that's coming out, Mission Impossible Fallout. That actually got me excited. Like I want to watch this Mission Impossible.
Yep.
Did you guys see
I
that?
don't know. I remember seeing it, but it's not that memorable.
Yeah.
Enough for
I
me
remember
to-
seeing it.
What,
Same with TV.
what made it memorable for me was because I watched the Graham Norton show where Tom Cruise brought the footage of when he broke his ankle.
Yeah.
Ah, that was...
No, I saw the title and like, no, I don't want to watch it.
Really?
I do not want to watch it.
No, wait, the best part is, after he jumped, and then he landed on his ankle and broke it, he continued filming, pulled
Yep.
himself up the
Pulled himself
ledge
up.
of the building,
Yep.
continued running, and then with a broken ankle.
Yeah.
That's Tom Cruise.
And then he finished it and they yelled cut and he went, ah!
Yeah.
Wait, and then they didn't use that clip.
No, they used that.
that was the shot they used.
The
Yeah.
That was
reason
it.
why he finished filming that scene was because he didn't want to go through it again.
Oh,
Because
it
he
was
has a
like the
broken
first
ankle.
one.
That was just that one take.
That's commitment for you, man.
That's commitment.
That's commitment.
Yep.
So So what if the guy said, "Oh, we didn't manage to get the right angle"?
Then that person would have been fired.
Are you freaking kidding me?
No, because I imagine
You want me to break the other ankle too?
No, but I imagine you do several takes, and then
I think they have the resource. Lots of cameras. More than one camera to take
Yeah.
one.
also they could take the point where he jumped, and then they could have a body double.
Nah, but this is a guy who wants to do his own stunts.
Yeah.
so-
Wait, so that was the last scene that they shot?
No.
No, it was not. So
and
he,
they had to wait for him to recover.
so he had to
Obviously,
heal.
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my! Wow.
So that's the trailers. I think that sort of worthy of note for the Super Bowl that was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, so good movies coming out over the next couple of months. I can't wait. Coming up next, this bit of news. We all watched Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, right.
Good movie.
Okay, good movie. Now a sequel is already in the works.
Mm.
Where is this gonna go?
What?
Is it gonna be the same people?
Yep.
Wait, why?
So
It would feature the return of Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Hart, Jack Black, and Karen Gillian.
But
Oh, wait,
not the
different people
kids.
are playing.
Not the kids.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll switch
Ah.
out the kids.
But is it gonna be the same game?
That's gonna be.
What happened? Because last time they destroyed.
They destroyed the video.
Yeah,
The
but
board
we
game.
we don't see the board game after that.
I know what happens now. Those 4 characters are gonna come into the real world.
Oh, that's like ever after the series.
No, but that was
Yeah.
the original Jumanji movie thing. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
that's true.
The animals came to the
Yeah.
real world.
Yeah.
It started to rain indoors and things. Yeah,
Well,
maybe.
I enjoy that.
You may be right. Okay.
We'll see.
All right. Anyone here watched? Used to watch Kim Possible.
Not a single episode.
It's a Cartoon Network thing, and the live-action Kim
Oh.
Possible movie is apparently in development.
Who's the main actress?
Live
It
action.
has not been announced yet, but yeah.
I
mean,
don't care about it.
Why did you ask? To move
At least
along.
to move to like, okay, if it's a actress that I like,
Zendaya.
I might actually like this. But
Zendaya is in a lot of things now. All of a sudden.
yeah. The Last Showman, Spider-Man: Homecoming.
No, as in after that, she's getting a lot of work.
So she might be in this.
She might be.
Is she a singer?
Yeah,
She's-
she's a
She's
product
not a.
of.
She's a singer, but
Disney.
she's not a good singer.
She's like a Disney Channel
Yeah,
kid,
Disney
right?
Channel kid. Yeah.
I was
Okay.
listening to her first single, and she couldn't belt it out at the end.
maybe
So-
she's more of a rapper.
I'm still waiting for Disney film where the princess is a rapper.
Whoa.
I'm still waiting for that one.
Why don't you write it?
Oh god,
Ah.
I've got one. I've got one episode.
Yeah.
All right. We're not going to be talking a lot about Marvel or DC. Just some news that is of interest. And Tom Holland.
Oh, we're still going Marvel DC. That
Tom Holland will reunite with Robert Downey Jr. for
Avengers.
Homecoming.
Doctor Dolittle.
What?
Wait,
No way.
What?
no.
They're
Yes.
redoing Doctor Dolittle.
Robert Downey Jr. is Dr. Dolittle.
Tom Holland.
Yep.
Why?
I thought
I
Dr.
don't
Dolittle
know.
is Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, but
Yeah, Eddie Murphy is still alive.
now they're whitewashing it.
Okay. Okay, but apparently Tom Holland isn't the only high-profile actor to join the cast of the upcoming movie, which is Dr. Dolittle. Emma Thompson, Ralph Fiennes, Antonio Banderas, Selena Gomez, and Michael Sheen have all boarded the project ahead of the...
Oh,
I
voicing
Yeah.
guess voicing,
Yeah.
because it's all animals
Yeah.
who are talking.
and Zendaya.
To have a black person in there.
Yeah,
No, Del.
She'll be a white mouse. Whitewashing.
Wasn't Kevin Hart the voice of some little Chihuahua
yeah.
dog?
But he was a bunny.
Yeah,
Oh,
he was a
bunny.
white.
Oh,
he was a
secret-
white bunny.
Secret
Yeah.
Life,
Life
of
of Pets. Yeah,
Yeah, he was
it was an
he was
awful, awful
Louis C.K.
movie.
is there as well. Oh my god.
You watched it?
I watched it
Why?
because
Oh, it's good.
a friend of mine asked me to watch it.
I enjoyed
watch
it.
with
I
him.
had a lot of laughs.
Okay.
I
No?
hated it.
I thought it was fine.
All right. A little bit of DC news. Now there's all this tussle and high profile news about Ben Affleck and how he may still be Batman or may not, or he's out, or he's in, or maybe one more movie. It doesn't matter. They have been sort of, news that they are looking for a new Joker, right?
Whoa!
Wait,
Yeah.
I heard those things.
Okay, and apparently Joaquin Phoenix is in talks for the Joker origin movie.
Wait a minute.
But it's not involved in the DC universe.
Apparently not, because
Yeah.
this DCEU or whatever it is now, it's becoming very confusing for me. Like they've sort of announced a couple of projects, like the Joker origin movie, which they say is not part of like the Justice League thing.
Yep.
This is just a standalone.
It doesn't make any sense.
Maybe because it's what who's the producer again?
Scorsese.
Yeah, Scorsese. Maybe they talk to DC and then I'll make one movie and it's about Joker. And
But-
he's good at like film bibliography.
Yeah.
So this is kind of like
Maybe. But do you think he's a fit for this movie, Joaquin Phoenix? I don't know. He went through this phase about 5 years ago where he was all moody and he went on like talk shows and
Yeah.
he was he was all philosophical and dark and
And he had like a sporting beard.
and people
Oh, yeah.
people didn't know whether it was a
He was
character
doing
he
a
was
bit-
putting on
yeah.
or whether it was him.
Yeah.
And he's come out and said that it was sort of like a character thing, but at the same time it was kind of him. So it was like a half and half.
His method.
was he the first the guy who played the first Hitman?
No.
No.
Okay.
He was Alexander.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in the Gladiator, this guy.
Oh.
Thumbs up, thumbs down guy.
Okay.
Del, you mentioned that he's method. I mean, is he as method as Jared Leto?
Yes.
I mean, we're talking about Jared Leto, the guy who purposely blinded himself and covered his eyes for the making of Blade Runner 2049 because his character
right.
was blind.
Yeah, Joaquin is as just as method, I would say.
Okay.
No one is as method as the greatest actor. What's his name?
Daniel Day-Lewis?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he's sort of retired now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you're not sure about,
Joaquin Phoenix,
Joaquin
as,
Phoenix
Joker,
as Joker?
I would say sure. I mean, at this point, whatever lah, DC, you just do what you need to do. Get it out of your system.
Okay, fine. Like, we've talked about this. How about this, though? What if this person plays the Joker? All right, you ready for it?
Maybe.
Will Smith.
Rowan Atkinson.
Zendaya. Zendaya.
No. Check this out. Tommy Wiseau.
Nope. No way. Until the world freezes over.
Well, there's your answer, but apparently, yes, he really wants to play the
wants to
Joker.
play.
He wants to
I
play.
don't know.
His face does look like Joker.
Yeah, because there's
No, yeah.
His face is a
His
joke.
His face does.
No, but he looks
like
like who's the guy who played Joker and then passed away.
Oh, Heath.
Heath
Heath
Ledger?
Ledger.
Yeah, I guess he could play Heath Ledger's Joker.
Yeah.
The looks of it, but I don't think he could pull off.
I don't think he could do. I mean, okay, like he's got the speech pattern going for him,
Right.
like a little bit.
Eccentric, that guy.
Okay, imagine this. You're tearing me apart, Batman!
Or he walks in. Oh, hi, Catwoman. I don't know, man.
No.
Yeah, I think I
it's
agree
like a
with
fantasy.
Del.
It's one of those
Whatever.
things where you don't want to see, but at the same time you kind of want to see it.
Yeah.
Like-
Make a spoof out of
Like
it.
I would at least want to see a screen test. All right. Up next, we all know who Josh Gad is. You know, he's proven himself to be a very versatile actor.
Hola.
Sorry,
Olaf.
Olaf.
he
Yeah,
again?
he's Olaf.
Yeah.
He's the voice of
Oh,
Olaf.
okay.
You don't know?
I know Olaf.
You watched the Beauty and the Beast movie?
He
No,
was.
I didn't.
He was no.
You
I
didn't?
didn't watch Beauty and the Beast.
Did you watch,
Because I didn't have anyone to watch it with. Okay.
Have
You
you
come
watched?
with us? How come
Have you
didn't
watched
come with us?
Watch it
Murder?
alone.
Have you watched Murder on the Orient Express?
No.
Okay. Anyway, Josh Gad is pushing for a role as the Penguin.
Oh, the Penguin.
Yeah,
Sure, I can see that.
yeah. I think I
In
can
which
see.
movie?
I don't know. The,
In the Penguin solo movie.
the Penguin standalone movie.
It's like There's no plans. Yeah, but I want to do it. There's no plan. Yeah, but I want to do it.
And
In
Zendaya-
case there is a penguin movie.
Now that's very Olaf. I want to do it. All right, we're
Oh,
going to
the
talk about
penguin.
some leaks that have happened over the last couple of days. Now, Lego may have leaked this thing about Infinity War. Do you guys
may
want?
have
do you-
or has leaked?
Okay, they have leaked it. Do you guys want to know about it?
What?
Yes, no?
No.
Okay,
Sure.
fine. Because
No.
Lego historically has been very well known to release the box art of the upcoming Lego sets
Okay.
before the movies come out. So they've done this for loads of Marvel movies. They've done this for a couple of the Batman animated stuff. I think I can't remember. Anyway, so it has long been theorized that the Hulkbuster armor that we see in the Infinity War trailer is not Tony Stark in the armor
Ooh.
because of the way it moves and whatnot.
It is.
And they
It
may
is
have
remote
confirmed it.
control.
No, it's the Hulk. What's his name?
Bruce Banner.
Yeah, Bruce Banner.
Yeah. So Lego has leaked out, or there was a Lego image leaked out of the Hulkbuster Lego set, and Bruce Banner's jumping out of it.
What?
Yeah.
How does that even work?
Because he
Why
doesn't
not?
want to be Hulk.
He doesn't want to be Hulk
Anyone can
anymore.
pilot that thing.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, in my head, it was a Hulk inside the Hulk.
No,
No.
He doesn't want to be Hulk because
Yeah.
he is afraid he
He-
might not turn back into his human form.
Okay, obviously he's gonna turn into a Hulk.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
then again, this whole thing was sparked on from the first proper trailer we saw from Infinity War, where he was standing next to the Hulkbuster arm,
yeah.
and he was sort of tinkering with it. So, I still dream Lego. All right. Another Lego leak.
All right.
All right. Guardians of the Galaxy joined the Avengers in Infinity War Lego sets.
Okay.
What?
We
Wait,
saw this
what?
in the trailer.
Yeah, but there's a Lego set. We didn't see them together. We saw only Thor with them.
In my head, they're always together.
Okay.
So, because they're in the same trailer, they should eventually share the scene.
Yes, that is true. But I just thought I'd sneak this in because it's also a leak.
Oh.
There's
Is there another one?
we had the big Groot in Lego form, the big one,
Yep.
because that's in the first Guardian, and we had the tiny baby Groot
Okay.
here from second
one.
right? And then in this new
teenager
set,
Groot.
we've got the teenage Groot, which is a proper size minifig.
Yeah.
Lego.
Where the legs move.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I should collect the Funko Pops for this one.
You know you are.
No, not Guardians.
All right, so that's the news this week on this episode of the Wayang Crew podcast. If you want to get in touch with us here on the show, you can do so via our Gmail account. That's thewayangcrew@gmail.com. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and at Twitter as well. And you may be already listening to us on our YouTube channel as well. Now we're going to move on to the next bit of the show, which is our review of...
The Black Panther.
We're so excited.
No, I thought because I wasn't sure whether there's a new segment where you play like the Black Panther theme song.
I almost said the Pink Panther. didn't.
No, this is the cousin.
The cousin.
Wait a minute, is it the Black Panther? No, it's just Black Panther.
Yeah, it's Black Panther.
All right, Black Panther. Now, we all watched this last night at the best place to watch movies.
Time
Cineplex.
Cineplex.
Cineplex. Yep, and as usual, it was a good experience. And surprisingly, quite a lot of people for a Tuesday night.
It's a Marvel.
This is a Marvel.
It's a Marvel movie, and it was a sneak
Yeah,
peek,
it was
so we
full,
watched.
right?
It was
full.
pretty much full, yeah.
Three
full.
quarters full. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
We tried sitting at the first
No,
or second
yeah,
row.
that
Wow,
was unbearable.
No.
You guys,
I
No,
don't
because
know.
we after the credit scene, we wanted to watch end credit scene, but we moved forward
Yeah, we moved front.
like the second.
Second row from the
Row.
screen.
and right at the corner as well.
Like this is
The
uncomfortable.
colors don't even pop out right.
Everything was warped.
oh, you guys walked there.
Yeah, we walked
we
down.
moved down.
All right, so Black Panther, if you don't know, is one of the characters in the MCU. We first saw him in, what was it? Captain America: Civil
Yes,
War.
Civil War.
He is, of course, now formerly Prince T'Challa, now
No,
King T'Challa.
T'Challa.
And this movie is a standalone film for Black Panther, and I think they told a good story for a solo movie.
Yes.
Yeah?
Like the Lion King.
Okay, let's get that out of the way.
Let's get it
first.
out of the way. Spoilers
Please
alert.
explain the references of between Lion King and this one.
Lion King, his dad died. In this case, Zuri, right?
Zuri, yes.
died.
No, his dad died in the last movie.
Yeah, but in this case, in this story,
Okay.
this similar concept is
Oh, Zuri
died.
is the father figure.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he got thrown away, and then like Lion King, he
Oh,
also
right.
got thrown
Like
away.
Simba. Okay.
Like
Like
Simba,
Simba,
and then he came back to challenge for the throne, which Simba did also.
right.
Okay.
So it's the Lion King.
And don't forget, we've got dream sequences where
Yeah, the dream
the
one.
with the tree and the purple sky. you
No,
know.
okay, so that one, when the dad showed up, and I'm thinking like, oh,
Yeah.
was Simba also on drugs when he saw the figure of the dad in the clouds? Because it makes it because Simba just talked to Rafiki. For
Yeah.
some odd reason, he keep hitting him in the head.
And then they broke the coconut.
Yep.
And okay,
he
I
might be,
got it.
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the references.
Right.
So anyway, we learn a lot more about the character of Black Panther. In the last movie we saw him, which was Civil War, he was just, he was already Black Panther, and he was super fast, super strong. He has a vibranium suit, so it repels bullets. So in this movie, we see where he comes from, which is Wakanda, on the African continent. And they're a closed society. They're very secretive about where they get their technology and power from, which is from a piece of not a piece, like a huge piece of
A meteorite.
vibranium
I think
meteorite.
this is the first time I actually see how powerful vibranium can be.
Okay, because we've only seen it in
Shield?
Captain
The
America's
Shield,
Shield
yeah.
and Ultron.
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 was made of vibranium.
His final form, he
Final
he
form.
was vibranium.
Yeah. Okay.
Super Saiyan
Yeah,
3.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Super
Yeah.
Saiyan. But this is active vibranium.
Like
where-
this is converted into a weapon.
yeah, like
So this is like the first time I've
this
seen it.
this vibranium is still glowing. There's still that blue glowing thing.
Oh,
And
that's not the vibranium though. That's like the effects of the vibranium on
Onto the
plants.
flowers, on the plants.
Yeah. I think-
no, because the sister who is the head of the technological department for Wakanda,
Who's 16?
who's 16,
And her name is Shuri.
Shuri, she puts little bits of vibranium into like the weapons, and then they
Yeah.
power up. So this is the first time we've seen vibranium as
Power
a
up
power
weapon,
source.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because previously vibranium to us was only
It's
like
a metal.
material,
A metal, yeah.
just as a material.
Huh.
But now it has all these possibilities and all these potential things that you could make.
Ridiculous.
And
It's more advanced than Tony Stark's tech.
yeah, and I
Way more advanced.
And I said this to Dell when we first saw T'Challa's craft, I guess, his
Yeah.
ship.
Yeah.
And it was so quiet. It wasn't like a Quinjet, and I'm like, this makes Tony Stark look
Yeah.
like a B grade.
So, but that's the beautiful part. Like, okay, I'm skipping all the way to the end.
Sure.
But when they decide to share it with the world,
Yeah,
imagine what Tony Stark could.
do yeah. Okay, that's the end of the movie.
Yeah.
The implication in a wider world.
What would
The world will now look different because
Yeah.
of vibranium.
Which is why going past Avengers: Infinity War, they're gonna go a bit more cosmic. So it's gonna be more outer space after this.
that means Phase 4 is the search for more vibranium?
Maybe.
Let's go back to the movie.
Yeah. So the story about this is that T'Challa is crowned king, and he has a cousin, his father's brother's
Brother.
kid,
His uncle.
from America,
His nephew. Or
played by
cousin.
played by Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, who was amazing.
Yep.
Who
You
he
mean
did a
his
good
body or his performance?
performance.
Oh, right. I was thinking of the body.
Why?
I
How was
think
his
both.
performance, though?
I think
How was his performance?
both.
His performance was, it was over, the body overshadowed his performance.
So every time he showed up on screen, you got distracted. You couldn't think.
More or less.
Okay.
I froze, in another word.
You
I
froze.
froze.
I think it's safe to say that this is one of those Marvel films where the acting is at the forefront.
Yeah.
Because everyone in this movie was great.
On point.
On
They are
point.
all character actors. Like,
Yeah.
They are all legit.
They were
actors.
good.
Yeah, we had Lupita Nyong'o,
Who Oscar
Academy
winning?
Award winning.
Yeah, who was the leader of one of the tribes in Wakanda, and also at the end of it, spoiler alert, T'Challa's love interest. Although it is said in the beginning of the movie that they were exes, and then they get back together at the end. Yes, no?
Yeah,
okay.
correct.
Yeah.
Are you looking for validation?
Looking at you guys. And we had that Michonne chick from Walking Dead.
Oh yeah,
What's her name? I can't remember.
Danai Dangurai. I'm sorry.
All right,
I
Michonne.
don't know.
We had Michonne.
Michonne.
She plays the head of the
She's the general.
the general who's like
General.
the general of the
General.
Wakandan Imperial Guard.
Yes.
Yeah, so she's like protector of the throne.
You mean the
Do not
Dora?
fish. I never fish.
I serve the throne.
The Dora Milaje?
Yeah, I think that's what they call
Dora Milaje.
it. Dora Milaje, yeah.
Something like that.
And
I wish David Chappelle was in this movie.
Why?
I don't know. It's just I want to see how he would do.
Out of everyone, I would have
all-
hoped that it would be Denzel.
I want
add
Kevin
into
Hart.
this.
Why isn't Kevin
No!
Hart in this movie?
No, I don't know.
Oh,
Kevin Hart in this
Denzel.
movie?
Yeah, Kevin Hart works out, so he
Yeah.
could be one of the worst.
Hey, T'Challa, stop playing, man. Stop playing. Where's my suit? Where's my suit?
Why is it too big for me?
In terms of the tech that we see in this movie, I have to say it's really impressive. It's like nothing we've seen in the MCU so far.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not initially his suit is a vibranium suit which he puts on, I suppose.
Yeah.
But then in this movie, he wears just like
An upgrade.
like a necklace thing,
And then it covers it.
and then
they use nanotechnology.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
This is so much better than Iron Man.
Yeah.
Iron Man has bracelets,
But then Iron Man,
No,
you
Iron
know,
Man had to
but
assemble itself.
No, but the bracelets. No, you mean the things that he put in his body?
no, the bracelet.
No, he's
but then
got a
the bracelet
bracelet.
that calls the
Oh,
suit.
yeah, calls the armor.
Yeah.
But this thing is a necklace. It's a piece
Yeah.
of jewelry, and it just goes. And yeah, he's Black Panther.
Okay.
I don't think that's the sound effect.
No. Okay.
You just derailed this.
No, but what's crazy is that the most unbelievable thing about that was the 16-year-old who's the head of technology.
Yeah,
Did they say she's 16?
I don't.
I didn't hear the
I don't
16.
recall
young-
the age.
She
I
said,
went on Wikipedia. It's like, oh, she's 16.
No!
well, she can be 16, but playing not a 16-year-old.
No!
No, but if she was the
Wikipedia can
head,
claim anything they want.
when did she start off?
Well, you see, it doesn't matter because in the MCU, Tony Stark started off when he was like 12. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in the first Iron Man film,
So-
they sort of do a slideshow thing about his life, and he assembled his first engine when he was like 8, and then he went on to go to MIT and this and that.
Okay.
Yeah, so in this universe, yes,
It's possible.
it is possible.
16.
And being that Wakanda in this universe is at the
most
forefront,
advanced,
is the most advanced race, I guess, or civilization in the world because of their huge deposits of vibranium.
That's what you think that's the most unbelievable?
Yeah, like,
Everything else I could accept. But
I
16.
had my problems with the summoning rhinos from underground. Yeah, that was like, that doesn't seem
No, but
right.
how fast? How fast did the rhinos come?
It's like immediately after he sounded the
Yeah,
horn.
just
So
What-
was it just they were just waiting to come in?
Maybe.
From underground, though.
Was it underground?
Yeah,
I
it
thought
was-
underground.
no, it wasn't underground.
No,
it was from the
it was a
wreckage.
hill. It was a
the
hill, and
wreckage.
they
I-
climbed above.
I don't know. It looked from underground from
No.
where I was seeing it.
Who else is in this movie? The Get Out guy.
Oh,
The dude from Get
Kaluuya.
Out.
David,
Yeah.
Daniel,
He's in this movie, and
Daniel Kaluuya.
He didn't do
I-
much.
He didn't do much,
Well, he
but
did do-
but he did play
An important role.
quite an important role as one of T'Challa's old friends and allies, because he's the head of one of the tribes in Wakanda, and then he is he turns his back on T'Challa
because
he
lost his parents to Ulysses
The
Claw.
Civil War.
Yeah.
Yep.
And something about it's been 30 years and your father kept promising that he would get him, and now you say you're going to get him and you
did
can't.
not.
And then here's this guy, your cousin, Michael B. Jordan, who's back, Killmonger, and he's bringing...
And he just brought in the head of...
No, the
whole
whole body.
Oh, yeah. In the manner of speaking.
Yeah.
I like... what I liked about him, the best thing about him is that his during the ritual, his shoulder shake seems to be the most shaking...
it seems the most real.
Most shake.
Yeah.
He's also the love interest of the general.
Yeah.
Yes.
The General.
So Get Out Guy and Michonne are actually together.
They didn't play that enough.
No, they didn't.
They should have upped it.
They only mentioned it once.
Yeah.
When Michonne chick called them.
Yeah. My
And
king. My love.
king, my lover.
And then by the end of the movie, I already forgotten that they are together. So when the rhino stopped, and then I was like, right.
Okay, they brought it back.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Kinda.
So the rhino could travel fast and stop very
On a
quickly.
dime.
Why are we talking about rhinos?
This is Timmy's fault.
Because I don't believe it.
You know what that was? That rhino thing and Michonne stepping out and stopping it? No, that was Elton John in Kingsman 2.
No, Elton John pulled it off
John
better.
You had robot dogs chasing and coming.
Right.
And then Elton John comes in and goes like, "Oh, friend."
Right.
Yeah.
right,
Okay. What else can we say about this movie?
It's the furthest away from as a superhero movie.
Yes, it did not
does not-
feel like
no.
a superhero movie.
It was so much.
What about it? The Lion Kingness?
No. It's even like a biography of or something from history that they made it into a movie because it played so well.
Yeah.
As something that is like a real thing, like
You could see it happening in real life.
I would look at the map now of Africa and try and find Wakanda. That's how real it felt.
Also, I think that there's no imminent threat to the humankind. Like
Right.
like there's no aliens
right?
trying to terrorize.
Because this is like a self-contained
Yeah.
story.
It
Which
felt very... That's how I felt with Ant-Man.
Yeah.
The stake was high, but not as high as the other
It wasn't
MCU
like
movies.
world-ending.
Yeah.
So I think we're in agreement that this was. I think Dell said it right. This is so far removed. I wouldn't say it's so far removed, but it doesn't feel
Like
like
a superhero.
like the typical Marvel
Yeah,
superhero movie.
yeah. Because the Marvel has been wanting to move away, like to create genres inside the superhero genre.
Yeah.
So I was a bit disappointed with Doctor Strange because I thought it would be a horror genre, but
Okay.
it didn't turn out that way. But the heist movie from Ant-Man,
Yeah, that's Ant-Man.
that was a good heist movie. The high school movie for Spider-Man was a good high school movie. Now this one is the furthest away from being a superhero movie.
What genre is this?
This is the
Civil...
I don't have a word for it. but
Bibliography.
Let's make it.
This
Let's
is
make
the
one.
Last of
Yeah.
the Mohicans genre.
yeah, because the focus is on this nation and its people and what
And
they can do.
the civil war inside
yeah,
the nation.
yeah, and it's like you have these different tribes, and they are all living in harmony, but not living in harmony.
Well, except for one.
yeah,
Jabari.
There was one tribe which is,
The ape one?
according to history, according to Wakandan history, they did not agree to sort of,
Who's king?
who's king. So they
See,
they were sort of self-exiled out of the
rest of the
as in they don't benefit from
Vibranium.
the vibranium deposits. They're all up in the mountains.
They chose not to use vibranium and live
Yeah.
in like simply.
But here's the thing though, like we see them in the beginning of the movie when T'Challa is being crowned, and then their leader challenges T'Challa, as is his right, and he loses, and he goes back up to the mountains, and at the end of it, we see T'Challa and, the royal family, bowing down to say, "Please help us to overthrow Killmonger, who has now been crowned king."
Mm-hmm.
But did you guys see like all the laminated flooring? God damn! As in,
Well, they have to have something.
as in, he's all walking around going, "Ooh, ooh, ooh, ooh," and then
Yeah.
you look at the floors and you're like, nice wood floors.
But you see, in no other Marvel movie would you be able to say in the history of Wakanda, right? In the history of this, because it has created such a rich history that it feels so relatable, and it's all part of Earth
Yeah.
instead of like the history of Odin and the rest of the gods that is not relatable. So this one, it's more.
I guess it's
human?
grounded. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's more grounded.
Yeah.
Okay. Final thoughts, and let's start with Zenel.
King T'Challa is the richest man in the MCU universe.
Yes.
Yes. Well, now
Now we know.
we know. Now the world knows.
Like,
Until somebody else comes and say, "I
So-
got this."
because apparently like a gram of vibranium is around $1,000.
Oh, okay.
And
How'd
yes,
you-
yes.
what?
Is that like
Where'd you get
is
that?
that like black market pricing or?
I think after this they start selling it. And it's great. So I would say Wakanda and him has more money than all the world combined,
Okay.
which is crazy.
Which is kind of good, because at the end of this film, Black Panther, he's sort of convinced now that he should not follow his forefathers in keeping it a secret among themselves. It has to be shared among the world, and they have to have programs to help all mankind.
But 80% of that will be for good, and then the 20% will be used somehow.
Yeah, because
As with the rest of the worlds, the rule of anything in this
80.
world is 80-20.
more importantly, we need more movies.
Yeah.
TV, what did you think of Black Panther?
I think it's alright. But now I'm thinking like anyone can be Black Panther now.
Really?
'Cause as long as you have the necklace.
No. You have to have the necklace and the special herb.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and
You
the
have to
herb is gone.
challenge. You have to challenge. The herb is gone.
Oh, no. It'll grow back.
No,
Because it is from-
may not.
It's the reason.
We don't know how it grows.
I don't think
No,
it'll
but it's from the radiation from vibranium, right?
Yeah, but then look, if it can be grown back, why would Eric Killmonger wants it to be burned?
So that immediately, if they won't have resource, they won't have a source.
Why would the caretaker be like, "What? You can't do that."
It'll grow back?
It'll grow back. I think it'll grow somewhere or the other.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Del?
I didn't like the action sequences because there are so much edits. And if you watch anything by the Russo brothers, you will be able to see proper fight choreography.
Okay.
And this one, there's just way too much edits. Like, reminds me of watching Godzilla, where like something about to happen and then it cuts away to another scene. I didn't enjoy
Transformers,
that.
you mean Godzilla was good.
No! Godzilla was the one with a lot of rough,
I mean, Power
cut.
Rangers.
Power Rangers was good too.
Power Rangers was good.
And there it is. Power Rangers for this episode.
I didn't start it.
The Dora Milaje, I wanted to see more of them fighting, but you don't really get to see them fight.
Nah, you see them at the end.
No, even at the end, they didn't do much.
No.
There wasn't, like, they didn't spend any money on choreography. So,
Because I spend so much on everything
on
else.
everything else, yeah.
Okay.
But, having said that, it is a very good movie.
Yeah.
Very good story. The Eric character was written in very well to represent both sides of the world. Like, you have Wakanda and you have the rest of the world where he comes from.
Yeah.
So I thought, in representation of the world that we are living in now, I think this one is very close to it.
How did he learn
What?
all about Wakanda?
He
From
did like the book.
The book. The
Yeah,
fable
But how
after.
much can you learn out of a book?
He doesn't learn a lot. That's why he can't speak it.
Much.
Yeah, he can't speak much.
But he knows the basic of...
But I also think that his dad would have told him stories.
Okay.
Because his dad... Okay, I mean, spoiler alert. His father is the younger brother of T'Challa's father. So King T'Chaka.
T'Chaka.
Yeah, the one that we saw die in Captain America: Civil War.
Wait.
Eric Killmonger's
Okay, go on.
Eric Killmonger's father is the younger brother, and this is told to us in the beginning of the movie, back in the 90s, and it was found out that the younger brother of King T'Chaka already had these ideas of we should share the resources of Wakanda. We have to help our own people who are all over the world, and that was something that King T'Chaka did not agree. And due to a very sort of weird twist that happens in this beginning scene of the movie, which we don't see till the end, King T'Chaka ends up killing his own younger brother. And yeah, so that sort of that's the jumping point for Eric's character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
I think that's the weakest part of the story.
It kind of is, as in the motivations weren't there.
Yeah, like you could have just taken the brother's body back.
That's where the whole thing about how the father, he felt that his father didn't do the right thing.
Yeah.
That's where it came from.
I know, but
So that motivated
it's such a
King T'Challa.
weak-
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But he left the body and the boy, he couldn't go back and get him.
He could.
It's
Could have also ended the boy's life.
could have ended.
That's dark.
Do not leave anything.
Anyway, I think this movie Black Panther is a good addition to the MCU. It's something that we haven't actually seen in this universe. I wouldn't say it's a game changer as a lot of the people are saying,
Really?
but I do agree that it's something new and it brings this new element to the MCU, and it's a good refresher, I have to say, for the genre, for the superhero genre. And the only thing I can say is I can't wait to see what happens in May for Avengers Infinity War. All right, so
Another minor, sorry.
yeah.
No, minor spoiler for Infinity War is that Shuri also appeared in the Lego for Avengers Infinity War, which means she will be there.
She's gonna help Bucky
She's got
Yeah.
because that's in the
in the end credit scenes.
end credit scenes.
Yeah,
too.
we see Bucky
She
in
was
Endgame.
in Black Mirror. That's why.
Yeah, she was in Black Mirror. That's I saw.
So did the guy from Get Out.
Yeah, the first episode,
Black
right?
Mirror as well.
Second episode.
Second.
I love it.
Okay, Del, what do you give this movie?
I would give this 8 necklaces out of 10.
Nice, Tibi.
I would give this 7.8 vibranium stones out of 10.
Okay, Zainal.
I'll give it a 7 rhinoceros.
I'm gonna give this movie an 8.5 Zuris out of 10.
0.5 soon.
Yeah, I like this movie. I had fun with it, and I think that they've managed to build this world, to make it a believable world.
I hope the next time Black Panther comes out in the movie, he doesn't have to go on a car chase scene again.
What? The car chase scene was one of the best parts.
Yeah, but that's not the first time. Is it? It was the second time, I think.
Yeah, second. First was in Civil War.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this was better. This had more camera angles and stuff. And,
Yeah, but I don't know.
and the
They
sister
should
was
do one more.
the sister was driving the car via remote. And
Oh yeah, that was
Okay,
cool.
fine.
That was cool.
It was
That
cool,
cool.
except for the part that he was slow mowing, backflipping. And
Which is the exact same thing. That
no, but
happened.
that
I
had
like that
that had
scene.
to be shown because
he's a Black Panther.
no, it had to be shown because that demonstrated his suit
Agile.
and how it could store
Okay.
kinetic,
kinetic
energy,
energy,
and then he
yeah.
jumped on it, and that's
And he released the kinetic
Yeah.
energy.
They could have shown it in some other
Yeah.
way.
okay.
yeah,
Fine.
I'm with TB on this one.
All right. So that's anyway. That's what we think about Black Panther. It's the latest addition to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and we think it's a great movie. You guys should check it out. It's already open this week. So if you haven't checked it out, do check it out this weekend. Where?
At times, Cineplex.
Yeah, the best place to watch movies. And if you like,
Don't bring noisy kids. Don't bring durians.
Oh. Don't bring durian. Don't bring plastic bags.
And make sure you don't have BO.
okay. The list just keeps getting longer. Anyway, if you want to get in touch with us here on the show and tell us what you think about Black Panther, get in touch with us at thewayangcrew@gmail.com or Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and our YouTube channel as well. Now we're going to move on to the next bit of the show, which is...
Oi, apa lihat-lihat? Apa lihat-lihat? Hoi, 看什么看? Apa lihat-lihat?
Apa lihat-lihat?
你看什么看?
Apa lihat-lihat? See what see? 笑了.
Yep, it's called Apa Liat Liat, and it's what we've been watching besides Black Panther. Timmy, what have you been watching?
I watched one episode of this anime called Devilman.
Okay.
Apparently, it's very good, but it's a bit too dark for me because
It's called Devilman.
Yeah.
yeah, but it's drawn like innocently, but then it's like really for adults.
Okay. Is it on Netflix?
Aren't
on
all
Netflix.
mangas for
No,
adults?
like Doraemon's not.
So the theme,
Doraemon is
so the theme is very dark.
It's
Like
the synopsis is that devils can go into humans and like sleep inside humans until
Ugh.
they smell blood, where they like
take over.
take over the body and then change to their actual shape.
That's weird. Anyway.
It's weird, but it's apparently good. So I watched one episode. I'm not so inclined to watch the second episode. because-
But the important thing here is, are you going to power through?
No. Apart from that, I'm currently rewatching Friends.
Oh, okay.
Because it was
it's trending now.
trending on Netflix.
Why is it trending?
Why is it trending?
I have no idea.
I think they just added it or made it available for Asia.
Oh.
So now it's there and everyone is reminiscing.
I'm
on
like in
Friends.
season 5. I just started in the middle. Chandler and Monica are getting married. It's still funny. I don't know. I can't get. I can't get tired
Friends
of
is
it.
one of those shows where a couple of years ago I used to have it in the background. Like I would just turn it on
Yeah.
and it would just play, and I'd do other things
Yeah.
like work, and
Yeah.
it would just be there. So the jokes and some of the situations
seep in.
are ingrained in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I thought I could do that because I know a lot of people do that, and then I would inevitably pass by like, oh, I like this scene. Sit down, and then I'll spend 2 hours.
It's like if I want to like have dinner or lunch at home, I normally watch something. Friends is the thing
The thing
go
you
to.
watch.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to Del. What have you been watching? Up lately?
The first season of Star Trek Discovery. It's
Michelle Yeoh.
really good.
It's not. It's good, right?
It's
good.
surprisingly good.
Yeah.
It's
Really?
like I thought the season has ended on episode 13
No,
because
they're
it
up
was
to-
so.
They're up to episode 15 now.
I know
Yeah.
because it on episode 13 it felt like it was ending and it was like a climax, but then there's 14 and 15 which I have not seen yet.
Yeah. And it's actually really good.
Okay,
It's-
fine. I might watch this because
Yeah.
I've always wanted to watch it, but is it really good? Though?
It's good. It's good. I mean,
It's like
the first episode is sort of like a because
Yeah.
one of the major characters die.
Yeah, I think by now everyone knows that.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Yeah.
Michelle Yeoh dies.
Yeah,
What?
except for
Second
Zainal.
episode.
Yeah, second episode,
Apparently,
yeah.
Wait,
Not
does
first.
not
what?
know.
No. Okay. But it's really good because the story sort of revolves around the main character in this, which is a lady named,
From Walking Dead as well.
and she's named Michael.
Yes.
You did not
Michelle.
know Michelle
What's
Yeoh.
her Walking Dead name? I mean, we've known
Oh,
Michonne and
I
this
can't
one
remember
is-
her Walking Dead name.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Michelle Yeoh dies?
No, she doesn't
only
die.
lasted 2
She doesn't
episodes?
She's
die.
still alive.
She's still alive, like the person.
Okay, the character that Michelle Yeoh
Yes, the
plays.
captain.
called Captain Philippa Jojo.
I think
It's
so.
a weird name.
It's a weird name. But anyway, this. But then there's one thing that I don't like about Star Trek Discovery, which is the main villains are made out to be the Klingons, right?
Yeah.
And there are
Spoiler.
Klingons.
and there are whole scenes like 5, 10, 15-minute scenes of like dialogue, and all you hear is Klingon like,
Yeah.
move, and like,
So you gotta read the subtitles.
I know.
I like reading subtitles.
It's not a nice language.
No, it's not. It's not.
Even like stuff that's in English, I rather read the subtitles.
You know what spoils
in case
it?
I mean it, in case I miss any words.
Stand-up comedy, you can't watch it with
Okay, yeah,
Because when even the movies, when you're reading subtitle, you're not focusing on the expression, and you might miss.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
true. Or
The
maybe like the
inflections.
subtle things, like
Yeah.
a raised eyebrow or something. Okay, Zainal, apa lihat?
HBO series called Crashing, which follows a guy who does stand-up comedy in New York.
Okay.
And
He
it's
crash every single time.
crashing. So the season starts with him saying that he wants to do this, and then the wife should support him. And then he comes home one day and finds out the wife has been cheating.
Oh no.
And
Sounds
then
familiar.
he gets kicked out of the house that he pays. And then now he's like, I have to really become a comedian or else my life goes to waste.
So his life is literally crashing.
Yeah. And also there's each episode he crashes on famous comedians' couches. And then they would teach him something about comedy and life.
Okay, I think
So,
I
like,
think I'll
he'll-
check this out.
Yeah, he'll find like second season is like with Bill Burr. First one, a bunch of New York comedians. And what's different with like a lot of other stand-up comedy series is that he doesn't win.
At all? Like he doesn't have a good day where he doesn't crash?
I mean, I've seen like he'll win a bit, and then by the end of the episode, he fails again.
That's
Wow.
that's television drama. You need that to have the next episode.
No, but what we see like with Seinfeld, with stand-up comedy, was that at the end he learns a lesson, or like he still performs comedy where people laugh. This one, so it reflects a lot of what the New York stand-up comedy scene is, and I love it.
Okay.
So you're watching people
Crash
all the time. Why are you still?
because then
It's like
It
oh
makes this-
this is a normal process. So
Okay,
when you guys
okay.
actually do well, it's like hey,
I think it's the same thing where you know, like I watch certain car racing series, but I'm not really bothered about the racing. I just want to see them crash.
like you watch NHL for the fights.
Yeah, for the fights, like Hockey League. Like for me, I don't care about Formula One. I don't care about the changes that have been taking place over the last couple of years and just getting smaller. They're putting these things now called halo bars in front of the drivers. I don't care. I tune in to watch the beginning of the race where they start, and I sit and wait for the first corner. I'm like, crash, crash, crash.
oh my god.
So sick though.
But
So is Devilman darker or this darker?
I think Devilman's darker. If you watch the first episode, it is not for kids.
Okay, moving on to me. I have watched Professor Marston and the Wonder Woman.
Ah, we were just talking about this.
Yeah. It's the story of the guy who wrote Wonder Woman.
Yeah. Just
And-
now we were at progressive thing. Remember?
And you spoke
The
about
fact
it.
that he
Created
discovered the
lie detector.
Yeah. And that was one of the things. And he, sort of pulled inspirations from his two partners, I would say. Yeah, it's a very
Good movie.
good movie.
Okay.
Scandalous, for the time period that it was in. I also watched. What did I watch?
Pacific Rim in 4K.
Oh, 4K.
Pacific Rim in 4K.
I don't need 4K.
Yeah, Pacific Rim in
1080p
4K.
is good enough.
That is my new reference. Here,
Can you
in Pacific Rim 4K. I also watched Downsizing. That's the
All
movie.
right. How
And
did you like it?
I liked it. It's
Good.
I think it's one of the best. It's up there. It's not the best, but it's up there for 2017.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
Yeah, I like the story. I like the concept. Dell did mention that Kristen Wiig was in there for a very specific reason,
Yeah.
and I saw that reason, and it's very Kristen Wiig. Like,
I want to watch it now.
yeah, and that Vietnamese actress
Yeah.
that's in the movie, she's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like I don't know whether she was written to be funny, but she made every line that she spoke funny.
She could be remember that the pirate movie, Tom Hanks?
Pirates Caribbean.
Pirate movie with
No,
Tom
no, no.
Hanks.
I am the captain now.
No,
Captain Phillips.
Captain
Oh,
Phillips,
Captain
yeah.
Phillips, yeah.
And the guy who won the Academy Award,
Yeah.
it's kind of like he's just being himself.
Yeah, yeah.
And he never go on to do anything great after that. So this could be the same case for this Vietnamese actress.
You mean that Somalian guy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Wasn't he in
Bakath
Blade? Wasn't he in Blade
Adi.
Runner?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
he
he
was
was-
in another movie.
No, he was in Blade Runner 2049. He was the guy who
Yes.
Oh, yes.
yeah,
Yeah,
he sold
yeah.
something
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah. But he never like go on
Nah,
another like Oscar caliber.
Yeah, he's
role.
he's not a Lupita Nyong'o. No.
No, yeah.
No way.
He should have been in Black Panther.
yes.
So
His teeth. Oh, he fixed his teeth.
he should have been the Get Out guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Like
No.
sheep herder, rhino keeper thing.
Oh,
But
yeah,
he's
yeah.
also a warrior, though. He doesn't look like he's gonna.
So he's a herder then.
Wait,
All right.
So they all could fight? Huh.
Yeah, everyone could fight. Anyway, so that's the show this week from the Wayang Crew. Today we talked about Black Panther. If you want to let us know what you think about Black Panther, let us know on our Gmail account. That's thewayangcrew@gmail.com. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And we may not have an episode this week. We'll see, because it is the festive season and it's Chinese New Year coming up this weekend. But we shall try.
Happy Chinese New Year.
Happy Chinese New Year to our listeners if you are celebrating, and if you are not celebrating Chinese New Year, well,
Happy
I'm sure
holidays.
you know someone who is celebrating. So celebrate with them. So this is Kev signing off for Del, Tibi, and Zainal, and we are the Wayang Crew. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.